Hey there, I'm Steve. Have you ever wondered why billionaires spend millions on watches when their phones can tell the time? Today, we're diving deep into the secretive world of ultra-luxury watches, where craftsmanship meets extravagance, and the price tags are nothing short of mind-blowing. But here's the real shocker. Some watches billionaires own aren't just timepieces. They're investments worth more than entire mansions. Curious about what makes them so valuable? Stick around, because we're about to uncover secrets hidden behind the face of luxury. Let's kick things off with a timepiece that redefines luxury, the Patek Philippe Grandmaster Chime. It sold for a staggering $31 million, making it the most expensive watch ever auctioned. But what makes it so special? First, it has 2 dials, 20 unique functions, and an intricate reversible case. But here's the twist, only 7 of these masterpieces exist worldwide. So who owns them? Stay tuned, because the answer might surprise you. Next, let's talk about Rolex. You might think you know this brand, but did you know there's a Rolex so rare collectors will literally fight to own one? Meet the Rolex Daytona Paul Newman edition. Originally sold for around $300, it recently fetched an astonishing $17.8 million at auction. Why? Because Paul Newman himself wore it every day. But the big question is, why do billionaires chase watches with such historical significance? We'll unravel that mystery shortly. Before we do, let's quickly pivot to another icon, the Jacob & Company Billionaire Watch. This isn't just a clever name, it's literally covered in diamonds, totaling 260 carats. Priced at an eye-watering $18 million, this watch is worn by the likes of Floyd Mayweather and Jay-Z. But here's the thing. What's hiding beneath the glittering surface is even more impressive. Want to find out? You'll have to keep watching. Speaking of hidden secrets, have you heard about the Vacheron Constantin reference 57260? It's officially the most complicated watch ever created, boasting 57 complications, including multiple calendars and an alarm that can mimic the Westminster chimes. The cost? Over $10 million. But complexity alone doesn't drive the value this high. So what's the real reason behind its massive price tag? Trust me, you're going to want to stick around for the answer. But first, let's tackle another mystery. Why do billionaires see these timepieces as more than just luxury accessories? Simple. These watches often appreciate dramatically in value. They're not just wrist candy, they're sophisticated investments. A rare watch bought for $1 million today could easily be worth 3 times that in just a decade. And here's a little-known secret. Many ultra-rich collectors actually keep their rarest watches locked away in secure vaults, never even wearing them. But why buy something so valuable only to hide it away? Let's look at the Richard Mille RM56 Sapphire, priced at nearly $2 million. Its case is crafted entirely from transparent sapphire crystal, an engineering marvel that took thousands of hours to perfect. With only a handful ever made, the watch's scarcity and technological innovation drive its value through the roof. But here's the twist. Some buyers never wear it. Instead, it's purely for bragging rights. Can you imagine spending millions on something you'll never use? Switching gears, let's explore another fascinating luxury watch brand, Audemars Piguet. Their Royal Oak series isn't just iconic, it's revolutionary. Back when luxury meant gold or platinum, they dared to use stainless steel, completely transforming the market. Today, these steel watches fetch hundreds of thousands of dollars at auction. But what exactly makes stainless steel worth so much to billionaires? We'll get to that answer soon enough. But first, a quick story. Ever heard of a watchmaker called Philippe Dufour? Probably not, but billionaires certainly have. His watches are so rare and meticulously crafted, owning one is like having an original Picasso. Each watch is painstakingly handmade by Dufour himself, taking years to complete. This dedication means only a few dozen exist globally, pushing values into millions. But why are these obscure masterpieces so coveted by the ultra-rich? Lastly, let's discuss the controversial side of billionaire watch collecting. the obsession with exclusivity. Brands like Patek Philippe and Rolex deliberately limit production to create artificial scarcity. It works, driving collectors into bidding wars and fueling a market of astronomical prices. But what happens when these luxury watches become too exclusive, even for billionaires? There's one last shocking secret coming up that might change how you see luxury watches forever. Curious, you should be. It's about to get fascinating. You see, billionaires have discovered a surprising strategy to gain access to watches so exclusive they aren't even publicly advertised. Major luxury brands often produce secret, invitation-only models, offering them privately to their most elite customers. Imagine owning a watch so exclusive that even having the money isn't enough. You need an invitation just to see it. But how exactly do billionaires earn these coveted invites? It all comes down to relationships and reputation. Many ultra-rich individuals cultivate deep ties with luxury brands, attending private events and commissioning bespoke pieces that cost millions. Take Patek Philippe's elite customer circle, for instance. Being part of it means you're first in line for their rarest watches, and sometimes the brand even customizes models specifically for top-tier clients. But the catch? These exclusive models rarely ever make headlines, existing as well-guarded secrets among watch aficionados. Here's another mind-blowing fact. Some billionaires commission entirely unique watches, handcrafted to their exact specifications, one-of-a-kind masterpieces that literally cannot be replicated. The cost? Frequently into the tens of millions. But why spend so extravagantly on something only you will ever see or appreciate? The answer is simple. These watches aren't just accessories. They're legacy pieces meant to be passed down through generations, each watch becoming part of their family's history and identity. But exclusivity and customization aren't the only things attracting billionaires. Some luxury watches hold dark and thrilling histories. Take the infamous Rolex Submariner that belonged to legendary actor Steve McQueen. This watch didn't just tell time. It survived intense Hollywood shoots and accompanied McQueen during dangerous racing stunts. Auctioned off for millions, the watch's value was inflated not just by its craftsmanship, but by the daring lifestyle it represented. Ever wonder how owning such a historic timepiece feels? There's a unique satisfaction for billionaires in owning watches that embody human achievement and bravery, pieces that connect them directly to history's boldest figures. But here's a fascinating twist. Not every billionaire watch purchase makes sense financially. Sometimes these ultra-luxury watches are emotional buys, driven purely by passion and personal connection. A billionaire might spend millions simply because a watch reminds them of childhood dreams or monumental life milestones. Take Elon Musk, for example. He famously owns a Richard Mille RM005, an advanced timepiece valued over $100,000. For someone who revolutionizes industries and builds rockets, this choice seems oddly modest. But for Musk, the watch symbolizes precision engineering and innovation, exactly what he stands for. Billionaires often pick watches that mirror their identities, philosophies, or even ambitions. Here's another hidden secret about the world's richest watch collectors. They don't always chase big brands. Some billionaires prefer boutique watchmakers whose pieces are virtually unknown to the general public. These small-scale craftsmen produce ultra-exclusive watches often limited to fewer than 10 pieces. Owning such rarity instantly grants elite status among watch connoisseurs. But why keep these talented artisans under the radar? The answer is surprisingly practical. Exclusivity protects their investments. If too many collectors discover these hidden gems, the watches lose their scarcity-driven value. By quietly supporting these obscure artisans, billionaires maintain the mystique and value of their private collections. Speaking of hidden gems, let's not forget the vintage market. Vintage luxury watches are often even more valuable than brand new ones. Brands like Omega and Cartier produce limited edition pieces tied to historic events or iconic personalities, making them immensely desirable decades later. Collectors will pay fortunes to own a piece that was on the wrist of an astronaut, a legendary explorer, or even royalty. But here's a shocking truth. Some billionaires have been tricked into buying fake vintage pieces. How can billionaires ensure their million-dollar watches are genuine? They employ expert horologists, specialized watch authenticators to verify every detail, from microscopic engravings to mechanical precision. These experts can instantly spot even the most sophisticated fakes. This is essential because the high-stakes watch market attracts masterful counterfeiters, each producing nearly indistinguishable replicas to fool wealthy collectors. At this point, you might wonder, do billionaires actually wear these priceless masterpieces? Surprisingly, yes, but selectively. High-value watches are typically reserved for exclusive social events, gala dinners, or private gatherings. Wearing a rare luxury watch isn't just about displaying wealth. It's a subtle way to communicate taste, influence, and insider knowledge. Every luxury watch tells a story, and billionaires carefully choose when and how to share that narrative. Ultimately, luxury watches for billionaires aren't simply about telling time. They represent heritage, innovation, status, and personal legacy. Each watch is carefully chosen, meticulously maintained, and treasured as part of an elite world most people will never fully understand. So, after learning about the secret world of billionaire watches, would you ever consider luxury watches a worthy investment? Or is their value entirely subjective? Drop your thoughts below and share your own favorite luxury watch dream. Thanks for joining me, and I'll see you in the next video.